Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. We're doing a planner video. Super excited to finally give a fresh update on how I use this binder as a planner. We all know I'm in love with this binder. It's pink, it has rose gold. It is from Target. It's very hard to find, but I love this binder. It's my absolute favorite for planning in, especially when I get just kind of overwhelmed and bogged down and I'm having such a busy, fun, but really busy and hectic summer. So I'm back to planning in here, and I have designed like a whole week's worth of printable inserts that I've been using and loving. But I'm going to go through this page by page with you, show you how I use this binder as my planner, and I will show you how I use the whole week's worth of printables that I've been using. And I will put the link for that and everything else we talk about in the description box below this video. So let's dive in. Okay, so let me just start by showing you what it is. I have 10 pages of inserts here, and I just designed them to all go together to be like a really simple, clean look. I wanted kind of like a minimal, obviously like still pink and girly because I think that makes planning more fun. But I wanted just like a clean design, and I wanted to break it down into all the types of layouts that I get the most use out of, and I just like return to this time and again when I really need a good planning system. And plus it's DIY, so I just love that. So these are designed that they print on a full-size regular sheet of printer paper. And you know, I usually try to give you all of my printables as freebies. I really tried to do that, but since this packet is literally 10 whole pages and it's essentially an entire planner that you can just print yourself, I felt like maybe this might be a chance to just kind of ask for a small amount in exchange for this printable, and that could help keep this channel afloat. So just to warn you in advance, it is $2 to get this entire packet of printables, and I will put all the information for that below and everything. But if you do want to support my channel, if you do want to get your hands on these printables, that's how you do it. And I will just show you these quickly. This is the final design. Like I said, it's just really pretty and blank. And it comes in both an Excel spreadsheet and a PDF. So you can either just print it blank like this, or you can pre-fill in text for you that's repeating. I will show you on my version in 1 second how I do that, but this is just how it comes. I do have like morning hours grayed out, possible work hours in green. So that could be something you could change in Excel if you have a different schedule than me, but that's kind of an example of how to do your schedule. And then there's one for every day of the week. And then there's also the weekend, which is blank entirely since we don't tend to have the same schedule on the weekend. So now let me switch and show you how I'm actually using these in my own binder. And at the end, I'll show you where to purchase them if you do want to get yourself a little cheapo, print yourself planner DIY goodness. All right, so I have my beautiful pink binder. You guys know this is from Target, and I just recently actually scored a replacement for myself because my old one was getting scuffed up. So this one's so pretty. And I'm about to refill it with this weekly packet of printables that I've made. So one thing I like to do when I'm planning out my week is have what I call a bird's eye view. So this has a space for each day of the week, and this is where I like to kind of write in just in like broad brush strokes explaining what's happening that day. So like today is just a home office work day and filming. Tomorrow, like appointments from 10 a.m. till 3 p.m. and class or whatever it might be, and just kind of quickly write in the bird's eye view. And then on this side is the to-do list, every single thing that has to get done this week. And there's a little box to check it off as it does get done. And then there's a tiny little column here to write in which day of the week you think you can do the thing. So I will show you that more in detail as I fill it out, but that's kind of the bird's eye view of the week. Then as always, you know, I have this like quotidian list, which means daily list. That's a concept that I got from the website Over 50 and Fit. I love that website, and he talks about the importance of having like a daily list that you check off. So I use that with my work tasks, things I have to do every single day for work. I don't like to show all of my stuff, so I'm just kind of giving you the idea here for what I've filled in. But there's little check boxes for each day of the week there. So you could use this as a habit tracker. If you have work tasks that you have to do every single day, you could fill that in, or whatever it might be. It's just a good way to kind of check everything off each day. Then I made a template for each day of the week. And the way I love to break down my planner pages is to have my schedule on the left and my to-do list for the day on the right. And the difference with this one is I went ahead and pre-filled in my tasks. So I kind of grayed out the times that I hopefully won't double book myself. Like, you guys are familiar with my whole morning routine now. So like from 6 a.m. till 10 a.m. I kind of grade it out and I put in what I tend to be doing during those hours, just kind of loosely. And then I also put my ideal work hours in green so I can focus on putting, work obligations in this time frame. I went ahead and pre-filled in that I like to get those quotidian tasks done first thing every single day just to knock that out. And then I have white space for like a little bit of free time in the evenings and then my evening routine. Obviously, if we have something come up like a party or something and it goes into these evening hours, I just push everything back farther down. But ideally, when I'm planning my day, I try to think of, by 10 p.m. I want to be like winding down if I can on a weekday. And then I pre-filled some things for my to-do list. Like I know every Monday I try to make sure I produce the video for Tuesday and things like that. I pre-filled on this side. So you guys could go ahead and pre-fill some of your recurring weekly tasks in here, or you could just print it out blank and handwrite everything in. So I have one of these for every day of the week. And when there's something I like to do always on a certain day, I went ahead and put that in the to-do list for the day. But as you can see, the schedule's a lot more blank on the weekends because I want to be open to whatever we wind up doing, ideally something fun. But I do strive to still do my morning routine and my evening routine, so I filled those in and grade them out. But like I said, realistically, I'm not going to be home by 10 p.m. on a Saturday night if we're going somewhere. So it's just kind of flexible. But I have the tasks that I like to do on the weekends already filled in here and ready to go. So next I'm going to start taking out last week and kind of migrating everything over to set up this coming week. And if you haven't seen it lately, here's my baby. I love having a fun setup. I've got my stick-it notes on this page. Oh, this one's coming off. I put in a picture from Nate and I's wedding. I have these little clips from Cinderella that were a gift that make me so happy every time I open my planner. This is filled with some of my favorite writing utensils. I have the Friction erasable pastel highlighters. I have my black pen. It's actually from Sephora, but I really love that pen. And an erasable Friction pink pen. And just in this clear thing that was from, I think, Office Max or Office Depot. Then I have this little removable bookmark that I'm gonna move. My beautiful Cinderella page from Tokyo Disney. So now I'm gonna start migrating over all of my new fresh printouts for this week and taking out everything from last week. So this first tab has all my planner stuff. And the first page is the month calendar. Honestly, I'm just gonna go ahead and apologize in advance. I'm covering up almost everything in my planner right now. Just because I've had like kind of some weird situations. You gotta protect your privacy on the internet. But you get the idea. This is just a blank calendar. You write in the month at the top and then you write in the numbers to go on the corresponding days and just fill it out. That way you can use it for any month. And I just have at the bottom, I use the extra space to kind of start listing things that I need to make sure I schedule in. And I just write in places I physically have to be pretty much. I use Google Calendar on my phone so that Nate and I can sync our phone calendars. I just find this to be a nice way to see. I'm all about like getting a visual sense of like where I have to be and when and how many days that's going to require. So that's what that page is for. Then I have my weekly bird's eye view from last week. And it's a mess. I covered up a lot of it again, but you can see on the left, I had all my days of the week kind of mapped out. And on the right, I have my to-do list. And anything that had to be done on a certain day, like a deadline, I wrote it in this column and made sure to migrate it over to that day's to-do list and check it off. But other than that, if it was something flexible, I didn't put the exact day and I just kind of chipped away at it all week as I could. There are some things I never got to that I'm going to have to copy over to this week's to-do list. So that's the basics on this page. And honestly, by the end of the week, I just start to use this like a brain dump. I start scrawling everything out. Like I know I'm not going to get to it this week, but for next week or just kind of notes like that. So I'm going to go through everything, copy it over and like have a fresh, clean start for this week. And then I'm also going to take out my daily pages. And these, once I'm done checking everything off for the day, if there's anything I didn't get done, I will copy it onto the next day's to-do list. And just kind of go through my calendar as I go through my day and stuff like that. And then once I'm done with these pages, I take them out to use a scratch paper. The back is all still good real estate. These I folded, but usually I try to keep them flat so I can just print on them again on the back or just hand write on them for notes and scratch paper and stuff. and then I will recycle them once I'm done. But I do try to get every inch of use out of these pages, since one of the perks of a DIY planner, in my opinion, is there is less paper waste because you're only printing pages you're actually using. So that is what I'm gonna do with these weekly pages. And then the last thing in here is this daily to-do list. So I've checked things off when I did them. If there were things that I didn't get to that day, I just put a little dash, because seeing a blank square kind of bothers me. But other than that, I try to check everything off. And then again, I'm just gonna use this for scratch, recycle, and clear all these out. And since I do kind of turn to this binder when I'm extra busy, you know I'm in like a really busy season right now. And also another thing I do when I'm very overwhelmed is I like to write everything in pencil, because I just feel like life is changing so rapidly. You never know. So I like to write in a pencil, and I got this really cute pink one. It's by Printable. I don't know if it's focusing. Let me see. There's not really much to see. This is by Printable, and it's the Wow brand, 0.7 millimeter lead. And I just thought it was like the perfect baby pink. And I tried to order more because I got this in like a mix pack. And the replacements I got are not the same shade of pink. So if you know me, you know that bothers me, because this shade is so cute and it matches my binder. And then this shade is totally different. So I don't know if I'm gonna return these and try to keep finding it, but I will put links, whatever I can find, down below. All right, I have everything copied over and organized for this week. So I will show you what the setup looks like. Again, I just have my monthly calendar here where I just check off the days and I know where I have to be on what time, on what days. Then I have the to-do list page, which is also the bird's eye view of my week. So I have mostly just where we have to be when, but that kind of helps me know what kind of day I'm going to have. Like, is it a full-on office work day, or is it out and about kind of day, or whatever it might be. So that's on the left side. And then here I have the whole to-do list. And for things that are date sensitive, I went ahead and wrote in the deadline on the right-hand column. So you can see there's something that has to happen on a certain day. And then I also copy it over to that day's to-do list, because I honestly just have to have it written down in 2 places to make sure I get everything done when it needs to be done. So I will just kind of, as the week goes by, do what's on my daily to-do list, and then also check in on the weekly to-do list, cross off whatever I can, chip away at it whenever I can, and in the end of the week, copy over, like I just did, anything remaining. So then I have today's plan. At the top, I write in today's date. I put in any extra events that need to be put on this calendar, and I have my specific to-do list items that like have to be done today written over here on this column. And I have one of these for every day of the week. And then the last page is my daily professional tasks that I need to check off. And I like to put that last so I can easily kind of flip to it by going to the end of the section. So on a daily basis, the things I'm definitely consulting in here are my weekly overview, my daily page, and then my to-do list at the back. And then I just kind of work my way through the week that way. And I feel like these printables have been so helpful in organizing and streamlining what could be like a really, really busy season for me. That is everything I kind of need to consult during my average workday. This lives on my desk at home, and I use it to check off my to-do list, to plan my calendar and everything you just saw. And it just kind of lives here and keeps me motivated throughout my workday. So that's the updated system. So now let me just show you where to get this if you are so inclined. You can go to my shop. I always have the link in the description box below every video. It's at this website, sells.com. And this is where you can get my beauty ebook. You can order the Milk and Honey Life stickers. And now you can also get the official Milk and Honey Life planner. Super exciting. So let me show you how it works. You just click the item that you want to purchase. You click buy it now. I'm going to complete the transaction privately, obviously. And once your order has been successfully completed, this page will pop up so you can automatically download it. It comes in 2 file formats. There's a PDF if you just want to print it instantly, and there's an Excel spreadsheet if you want to tweak it, make it your own, kind of personalize it or play with it at all. So I just click download. In case you miss this pop-up screen or it's blocked for some reason on your computer, it also emails you a link to download it. So keep your eye out on the email. And then of course, you guys can always reach out to me with any kinds of problems with any of my products. I'm always here for you as support. And yeah, so now let me show you how the actual files work. So here in my downloads folder, you can see if you open the PDF, That's just gonna be ready to print. Let me zoom out a little bit. All the pages are here. All 10 pages of planner goodness, and you can just go straight to print from here. Or if you open the Excel, it'll take you into Excel, the Microsoft program. And this is where you could customize it further if you wanted. You could go ahead and type in the names of your habits that you have, for instance. Everything is totally customizable here for you before you print it. And you'll see down at the bottom, if I can get it to focus, are all of the tabs. There's a tab for each page of the planner printables. So that makes it really easy for you to navigate and update what you want. Like here's the blank calendar. Here's the weekly bird's eye view, as I like to call it, the habit tracker. And then there's one for each day of the week. You can change how this schedule is formatted if you have different hours that you want to gray out or whatever it is. You can also write in, like every Monday you have to do email, so you just write that in, and when it prints it'll automatically be there for you. And then the weekends are blank, so you can do whatever you want with the weekend pages. It's super easy to customize it and print it out. Just prints on regular printer paper, so it's ready to hole punch and stick in your beautiful binder. So I just hope that system works as well for you as it has worked for me, and also can just bring you a little bit of joy and happiness, especially if you have something that you love, like this beautiful pink binder, or just something cute that you want to use every day. So I hope you enjoy, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.